Oh!
All right, just got back from the first session with the Epic GRINDSHOES Stomper here. And let me just say, these things are a lot of fun. They definitely take some getting used to, and we'll get into that, but I had a blast. So let's start off with fit and comfort first. These are a US men's size 10 or 275 Mondo. That is exactly what I am. I'm a 275 Mondo, and I will say, at least for me, these fit very much true to size. This interior lining is super thick, super comfy. Everything, like, so let me just say, from walking around, I forgot that these were grind shoes. I remember wearing my brother's soaps and feeling really like clunky. You could tell each step, at least for me, you could tell, and they were heavy, that you could tell that you weren't wearing normal shoes. With these, I literally forgot, and these are light, guys, seriously. I think the old soap shoes were pretty heavy. I think there's a reason for that. I think they're super reinforced and whatever. But like, these are light. I forgot that I was wearing anything other than just normal shoes. So just walking around day to day, I think these are fantastic. Lots of grip on there, but we'll get into that. But yeah, just walking around as a normal shoe, it performed really, really well. What's next? So these laces, 99% sure, I'm pretty much certain that these are wax laces. They stayed put really, really well. Okay, so let's talk about sliding. They slide really well. I didn't have to use any wax the whole time I was there. I brought wax, but didn't have to use it. They slid really well. It definitely took some getting used to, even though this is a nice wide kind of H block, I guess is what we'll call it. It takes some getting used to just from the sight picture. So let me just say, I went into this thinking, hey, I'm wearing shoes, I'm not wearing skates. My sight picture, I was kind of going through it, trying to fight back and forth, like, when do I switch into rollerblading mode? When do I switch into like walking mode? And I was kind of overthinking it, I think. So when I really like took a step back and said, okay, like, as soon as my feet leave the ground, just look at the rail as if you're wearing rollerblades. The H block is effectively right in the same location. Stop trying to overthink it. Stop trying to think so much about this, that, and the other. And just as soon as your feet leave the ground to jump on the rail, just literally look at it as if you're jumping onto it, a front side, back unity, or whatever, with your skates on. And after I did that, I found much greater success and a lot more comfort, a lot more confidence. Definitely kind of remind me of like riding flat a little bit, where if you miss, you know, you're gonna get some wheel bite, in this case, sole bite. But that's to be expected, right? Like, you gotta have some level of grip, and they give you all the space in the world here to figure it out. So they slide fast. I could tell, Ollie mentioned in the comments, you know, most of the team riders will take these to a curb and I guess like groove these in so that you can actually do backslides and stuff. Because I found that it was a little bit awkward, because it is almost like a right angle, not necessarily, but I felt that it is very much like flat, and then you're not. You're almost balancing on this edge. So I could see grooving these in could be a real advantage. But even so, with the back unity, if you really think about just tilting and on that edge, the shoes kind of do the work for you. It was actually surprisingly easy once you kind of got that sort of mental state of angling them over just 45 degrees, if you will, and sliding. So that was a lot of fun. As far as durability, I mean, obviously it's just the first session. We didn't use them, skate them. We didn't probably use them for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and mostly skated that little metal P rail. And so not expecting to see a lot of wear and tear, which is to be expected here. Held up really well. I can tell, and like they mentioned, they are super reinforced with all these different materials in these kind of like high wear locations. I anticipate these are gonna last a long time. I had a lot of fun with these. I think for rails, these are the best. I think that's why you see most of their riders doing clips on rails, which is kind of to be expected because it's a little bit tougher to grind ledges without getting, I guess I'm gonna call it soul bite. But it is possible, and it was fun just doing some of the ledges while I was there. You can get some good slides in, but you are probably gonna have a little bit of rubbing on the sole on ledges, but to be expected. I think that's no surprise, but it was still a lot of fun. And a couple of thoughts that were going through my head on the way out to the skate park is that, you know, this morning was kind of damp and misty. And I was thinking, it's like, you know, let me back up. In some of the posts on social media, I've seen people give like a little bit of like, not backlash, but like almost like skepticism. Like, why are you guys worried? Why are you guys wasting time with, you know, a not skate product, right? Something that doesn't have wheels. You know, I would argue that, you know, in situations where it's like damp outside and wet or kind of misty, where you don't really want to mess up your bearings, you could take these out, cruise around, you know, slide on whatever obstacles you want to slide on and not have to really worry about like messing up your bearings. I mean, I know that's kind of maybe a little bit obscure, but in inclement weather, you know, these are an option. And then I think for me, if you've been skating for a long time, you've probably had that kind of occurrence where you're out and about, you're out at the mall or you're doing whatever, and you see like a little planter rail, or you're at like car parking lots, not car parking lots, like dealerships. Dealership parking lots are like notorious for like having awesome little like divider P rails all over the place. And so my first thinking here is like just wearing these because they are so comfortable, just for everyday use, is that like if and when you come across these like targets of opportunity, like these little P rails and planters and whatever, you already basically have the opportunity to go grind it and have fun on it. I think they're worth every penny, in my opinion. I paid full price for these. These were completely out of pocket. Epic Grind Shoes did not pay me to promote these, did not, you know, sponsor this video or anything. They hooked it up with some t-shirts, which I really appreciate. Thank you. But these are about 130 bucks. US. You can tell this is a quality product. They say in their description, this is the real deal. And they really are. You can tell that they put a lot of time, effort, and really quality materials into these. Once you've actually grabbed them and feel them, you can tell immediately that they're really a quality product. I will say before I let you go, I want to make a formal apology. I totally forgot to do the most important grind, and I left and I was driving home and I kicked myself because I totally forgot to do a tabernacle. So I'm trying to replicate it. So yeah, I'm upset. I want to make a formal apology to the tabernacle. Sorry. I'm really stoked with what they're doing at Epic Grind Shoes of Power Slide. Blader-owned business making awesome not skate shoes, but grind shoes, free sliding shoes. Can't wait to get more sessions in on these, and I'll link to everything down in the description below if you want to go check these out. If you did like the video, consider subscribing to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time, Roller Bitters. Take care.